Leighton West is quite an interesting station. It went from an important freight hub to a desolate wasteland to a financial hub. So, let's talk about this weird station in 3, 2, 1. The first version of Leighton West was opened in 1898 to serve a farm in the area. The station back then was called Winstry Farm, as Leighton used to be called Winstry until 1918. Many freight trains would frequently run between the farm and Port Benton to deliver wool and other farm materials to the British overseas colonies. The GSR was earning quite a lot of money from this, which of course meant success, earning Winstry Farm a title of importance to the railway. Unfortunately, Winstry Farm's success would not last.
That's no good.
After the First World War, more fertile land was found around Coxley and Bowdon, which are way more close to Port Benton than Winstry. So more lines were made to the new farms around Bowdon, and Winstry Farm basically became useless. And in 1923, Winstry Farm was closed for good. But that is not the end of the story. In the mid-2010s, plans were made to turn what used to be Winstry Farm into an important financial district, which was going to be called the very creative Leighton West. The new development took a lot of time to finish, but in 2019, it was eventually finished, and this got some people to take opportunities. Transport for Stepford, the owners of the Stepford County Railway, and the predecessor to the Great Stepford Railway, looked at the development and thought that they could make profit from building a line to Leighton West. There was one problem though. Charlie Woodhead, managing director of SCR, did indeed want to extend to Leighton West. However, the stations in the airport zone had to be rebuilt for the airport's new rebuild, and the James Street branch was going to be extended to Esterfield. He thought that working on 3 big projects would be too much work, so he had to look for a solution, which eventually came in the form of switching development. The process went something like this. They would work on the Leighton West line for a few weeks, then shift to working on the airport and James Street projects. Unfortunately for Charlie, it actually worked. On the December 5th, 2021, which just so happens to be a holiday in my home country, the Leighton West branch was officially open to the public. Leighton West quickly became an important commuting stop for office workers, and many people also commuted from Leighton West to Stepford to avoid the much busier Leighton City and Leighton Stepford Road. TFS quickly earned lots of money from this line, and it also allowed the offices in Leighton West to expand, which basically made a win-win situation. So, that is Leighton West for ya.